Hello, welcome to this exciting episode of Sattology Debunking Mythology. So,
Hello.
Mindset Mastery with Gordons and me. Welcome. All right. So, Mindset Mastery, like so many mastery programs, Mindset Mastery in the world, right? Going on, and we have something very different than most of them. And I saw the words that they have played with or the programs they work with, and it's like a small groups they create to share ideas and how they can move forward with it. But I think most of the mindset programs don't discuss the mind. We discuss the mind a lot. So let's begin.
First question. Today we're talking about mindset mastery with Learn, Think, Share. What in your mind inspired us as a collective to focus on mindset training for professionals, and who do we primarily serve?
Great question. I think we serve all professionals who are in business or even in life or organizations or anyone who is leading anywhere. I think it works for everybody because even a housewife is a professional, you can say, and even a person who is helping in cleaning the streets is a professional because they are doing the right job. But for the executives, it works the most because they have the most pressure. If they don't understand how they themselves are working, how will they make a change in what they're supposed to do? So our programs brings a purpose out. Our programs bring the core capacity, the core capability of the person out, and we help people perform to the highest level. And the difference that we have in our programs than others is that we focus on mind, we focus on intelligence, and we focus on the collection of minds, which calls it mindset also, which helps people in performing better than the rest. And our programs are designed for that, making the best out of a person.
No, great explanation, Adi. And I look at it as well. We look at the people we cater to, as Adi stated, and even specific to that, is we're looking at people who are willing to do the work, right? A lot of these other places out there, not talking about them, but it's what's out there is that they try to sell a solution that's a quick solution. We don't. You need to do the work. You need to be able to do the work, be willing to learn, as we talked on previous podcasts, and you need to be willing to invest in yourself. All right. So it's not about the money, it's about the investment. Yes, there's a cost, but everything has a cost. And if you don't put cost in, then you're not going to be committed to the program. So those are the key ingredients. You need to come willing to learn. You need to come willing to do the work. It's not easy. And then the other programs, as we looked at, we've analyzed them. We've been around the world and looking at programs, and we're not telling you. We're not telling you. We're guiding you. Right? You have the answers. You have the secrets. Like Adi said, it's your mindset. It's not us. We're not going in there manipulating your mind. We're just going to guide you along the journey by stuff we've learned, stuff we know, and things that have been proven to lead to success.
Another question. Many professionals struggle with imposter syndrome, especially in competitive fields like tech or finance. What is one strategy you can recommend to overcome that?
Actually, very good word you picked up, imposter syndrome, because this is really going on. It's like fake it till you make it. That doesn't work in the real world, I'm telling you. Because in this world, you fake it till you make it works only in a certain category. But we are in a knowledge industry. And I will add something to the last thing which Mr. Gordon said. One thing I'll say is that when we are focused on our mind, our programs are the most effective. That's a guarantee we give because we completely make a person realize that the real cause of growth is them, not others. Motivational speeches don't work. And imposter syndrome is exactly what the other courses teach you. Fake it till you make it. Like you'll see very classical examples. They'll start counting the notes, 1, 2, 3, sitting in a business jet, and people don't know how they made the money. Most of them were Ponzi schemes in the first place, and they took so much money of people who could not afford. And I know money is very much needed in our society, and they took so much money and they became rich. And those guys are still there attending their next session. We don't do that. When you attend our sessions, you get serious empowerment. And believe me, if you have to come back for just for fun, then you come back. Otherwise, you're ready to go and conquer the world. Those lessons will stay with you for the rest of your life, because we are not giving you skills. We are giving you a complete change in mindset. So you make a new beginning. So whenever you get stuck next time, you may want to make a change or make a new beginning, then only you come back. So that's the advantage we have.
Yeah, great point. I think it as well with the fake it to make it, and I look at it as it's all comes back to the quick fix. It's like a bumper sticker, right? There's no bumper stickers anymore, but it's like a bumper sticker statement. Fake it till you make it. And I when it started out with good intent. You know, basically the way I analyze that is to state, and what we're teaching and learn, think, share, is to be confident where you are. Right. So if you're starting out at a low level as the copy person, don't walk in at the lowest, lacking intelligence, the insignificant person. So that's the true essence of having confidence in where you are. And again, we've all been there where you have someone come in that's an entry level. Law firms have your clerks, and that clerk that comes in with confidence saying, "I want to learn, I want to increase, I want to go to the next level." So that's where the whole "fake it till you make it" got totally distorted, right? So it's not faking; it's coming with confidence. Act like, like they say, act like you're the CEO, right? And you look for that, as a boss and a manager, CEOs, you look for the person that steps up. Military, the same concept. You want a lieutenant that's walking around with the confidence and the command to be at the next level. So that's why, again, people are selling that, oh, fake it till you make it, give you like a puff. We're not puffing. We're just saying be confident, be invested in who you are and what you can accomplish.
Yeah.
I also, in the description box, the viewers can see the complete text of this message. There is something known as Growth Blueprint program we have every Tuesday, and you can join us for free. That's informational session. It will be in the description, so people can check it out.
Yes, thank you. That's amazing. Next question would be, networking is crucial for professionals such as sales agents and entrepreneurs. How can you share one key strategy for building trust in those relationships?
Great question. Actually, this is what we need in the society now. The networking has become a new business now, but it has been existing from the beginning of this earth, you can say, because people have to talk to each other to find out the needs. And I'm amazed at how people do the opening lines. And one of the best opening lines so far in the industry I've seen is something commenting on their past achievements. Like best opening lines is, "I saw your message the other day on social media," like in today's context. And that was what it means is that I'm paying attention, I'm following that guy. And then it's the best way to start the networking, I feel, because if people are socially dead today in today's space, because we are more on the internet, it's difficult to start conversations. And the worst three lines are, "How are you? How's your family?" It's not a church setting, believe me. When you say "How are you" means you already know the person before. Because normally the answer is, my answer would have been, "What do you care? What is, how is that important to you? How am I doing right now?" We don't know. I may have so many bills pending. I may have this thing. Where do I begin? So or so so I think networking is the essence, but I think we need to learn how to network based on who we are, not by what others have taught you.
Mhm.
Like people say, ask. You need to have end with an ask. Well, we are not in a BNI program. We are not supposed to ask anything to anyone. I mean, why should I be obligated to give you your ask? So I think the important thing here is, we if we know ourselves, then the conversation is going to be in the right direction. Otherwise, it's going to be exchanging cards and nobody looks at the cards again after the meeting.
No, absolutely correct. And it goes back to again what you said, Adi, like we're talking is that a lot of the stuff has been programmed into people. They go to these, meetings and they're given this, these are the 5 things to say, these are the 5 things to ask. And then again, they are helpful, but that's not everybody follows that same pattern. A perfect example, we were at the doctor's yesterday and the gentleman who was the doctor, very colorful character. And I said to him, I said, "How long have you been in the emergency room?" And I kind of knew the answer based on the way he demonstrated. He says 40 years. And from that, his mind started firing because he started thinking back to how he got started in the emergency room. And then he told me, I started out as just a helper. I started doing extra work. The nurse said, "Oh, you should learn how to read x-rays." So I took a little x-ray seminar. And so he literally took me through these highlights of his life, which gave me a chance to get to know him. I wasn't selling him anything. I wasn't asking him. We were just engaging on a higher level than "How are you?" And you can actually see his brain. So the key is to engage people, and everyone's different. That's the key. That I didn't use the 5 points that I learned in a seminar at Duke University to engage with the head of the ER. So you just have to, like you said, be yourself and truly look to engage, and then the conversations will go from there. Same thing. I was at an event last week, talked to the commander of the military base, and I just started talking to him about where he was from, and he was recounting his life back in the Midwest. And then he took it from there and told me his kind of progression to California. So, yes, just be yourself and be engaging.
I see the yes, yes. Please go ahead.
I'm sorry. I also wanted to say that Learn, Think, Share, we're offering right now a networking bonus series. So just go to the website and sign up for those courses. They will teach you stuff that you'll know for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Next question. High pressure professions like law enforcement or tech can lead to burnout. What is one mindset tip you can recommend to manage stress in those roles?
I think there are many journal techniques which I'll publish in the description box, which you prepared, Galit. But I'll say one thing: think about the good times. Always think about the good times, because when you're in a high pressure job, there is no part of your life which has high points or low points. And when you're high pressure job, the avoid using the word stress, pressure, these kind of things, because these words itself has a pressure. So think about the good points in a career, that how when you start, you wanted to be in the limelight and you wanted to be in this high pressure job so that you're visible in the organization. And that's how you landed up in that position, because you planned for it. Now go back. I think maybe if you are not fit for the job, you'll be still stressed out, because you wanted to see, oh, I get more perks, I get more visibility, and my job will be more permanent. Now think about the good things which happened to you in those high pressure jobs. Who did you help? How you changed somebody's life? How you stopped somebody from suicide? How you stopped somebody from doing something bad? Now those are the high points, and I think those are the things which you need to remember more than all the negative parts of the job.
Oh, perfect. I always use the example of Bruce Lee. I kind of interpret it my own way. He says the statement, "Be like water." And I've taken that to mean water flows to its source, and it will go left or right. It will go right to a rock. It will go over a rock, or even go through a rock. So water demonstrates it's not focusing on that rock or the stick or things blocking. Everyone's seen that as a kid. You try to block the water. It just keeps going. So just like Adi said, I work with people, and especially law enforcement. I talk about, don't focus on the problems, the rock. Focus on the solutions. Focus on the resolution, and take satisfaction, in doing your job. So there's always going to be obstacles. It's a rock, a stick, a wall, whatever it is in your career, in your life. But don't focus on that. Focus on how you resolved it, how you made people's lives better, how you made your career better. It's always a something to come to a solution. And the harder the obstacle, the better the satisfaction.
I will add to you. One thing is, and I will say exactly reverse of what I have said in the past before, because I'm also learning. Solution mindset gives you pressure. You don't have to solve anything in life, believe me. You have to live your life, because all the time we're solving problems. That's not life. So, so I know that as an engineer, that's an engineer's fallacy. We want to quickly resolve it fast. Oh, this should be done. It's like a logical brain working. Life is not logical, believe me. Life is fully illogical. Life comes from where, life goes where, people do things, people don't do things. A lot of factors go into your current experience. So if you're trying to solve every problem, you will not be able to live your life, believe me. So just live it. Let it come. Let it go on. And have patience for, you must have seen the sinusoidal curves. It goes up and down. That's exactly life goes. Sometimes the the two highs are far apart, but you just still go through the down. Believe me, happens to everybody.
Mhm.
Everybody.
Yep, that's great. Great advice, Adi. Um, Wanted to comment that we have recently been collaborating with organization to support the young generation of entrepreneurs. Can you talk a little bit about how our programs help the next generation of professionals?
See, most of the schools and colleges don't prepare kids for emergencies. They Most of the education institutes are focused only on money. I have never denied the importance of money. Money is great. Money needs to be there. But the essential skill sets of life skills are not taught. An entrepreneur's lifestyle is a very difficult lifestyle, believe me. When I left a very cushy job to start my first company, and I started with just $50. And that company, I mean, when you are an employee, you do your task, and actually most of the people know how to manage their time and fill the timesheet. People know that. And I'm not alluding to anything, so just keep an open mind. And I'm saying that, but when you are an entrepreneur, you have to not only make the expenses of your business, you have to take out your expenses, plus you have to pay all the legal fees required to function legally in a country. The costs are prohibitive, believe me. Sales costs are prohibitive. Now, at that time, how our program helps is that gives you the strength of purpose through ancient techniques and helps you rediscover whether you made a right choice or not. Sometimes people said, oh, being an entrepreneur has become such a fancy idea that people are living on the streets and being an entrepreneur. That's not entrepreneurship means.
Mhm.
It is important to make yourself first stable before you help others. If you are half, you cannot help others. And and generally it's a wrong teaching in the many institutions. I won't name anyone that, oh, okay, you help others, you get help. No, that doesn't work. I'm telling you very practically.
Mhm.
So we have essential skills how to survive. We give on the mindset level and how intelligence level and self evaluate whether you can help yourself first or not. If you cannot help yourself, you cannot help anyone else. So that's what we teach, and our programs, 8 session programs, are designed for that.
And that's the key again is there's not a lot of focus on that, especially with the young people. They're just thrust out into the world, follow this career, get a job, be an entrepreneur, and they're bombarded with so much. So again, we're providing these programs to help guide them. It's a modern time, so the stuff that even people that graduated 4 years ago, it's a different world. High school 4 years ago, college 4 years ago, it's a completely different world than the people graduating now. So we're just going to guide and help the younger folks say this is what it entails. Like Adi said, to give some insight into the entrepreneur lifestyle, which is resetting the mind.
Yes.
And that brings us to the last question. What is next for us at Learn, Think, Share, and how can listeners get involved with our programs?
There are many things you can do. You can go to a website, it's mentioned there, become a member. Because when you become a member of any level, at any level, you start you start participating in our programs, which are online as well as in-person guidance. And we are a team, not an individual. So there are many people involved, and we involve many guest professionals as well. So, when you get involved with us, you start on a journey not only for specialized trainings for specific areas, but you also help yourself with our individual online programs as well. Yourself. Another options will be that we are always looking for trainers who train with our programs, get certified by us, and they help others after getting trained themselves. So there are multiple ways you can get organized. So best is to become a member. Second is to try to become an affiliate member where you offer our programs to your network across the country or the world.
Exactly. We've created these programs to make a positive impact on the world. And like Adi said, it's not a one person effort, not a one man, not a one woman. It's a team, it's a community. So going back to the community effort, and we're looking to expand our community worldwide. So anybody that's out there that has the same type of agenda, reach out to us, come to our website, talk to us, and then we could collectively, because that's what it's going to happen. It's going to happen from people coming together to bring about positive change. And that's what we're looking for.
Thank you. All right, then, do let us know your feedback and go to the description link to sign up. Thank you.
Thank you.